again, your down payment and your interest rates applied to your mortgage rates, right? So mortgage rate is the interest rate applied to your principal loan amount. Makes sense, right? You have your principal and the interest rate. Anyways, you can fluctuate these, right? So that you could lower your down payment amount and then increase your interest rate. It's interesting again to consider, but wait a second, if I did that. So let's give something of a hypothetical here to ground ourselves a little more. Let's say that you want to lower your down payment and you increase your interest rate. What happens as a result of that is that you look at like, okay, so I was able to save myself because I lowered my, like for the DSCR loan, I don't know, something else later. It's just something to like be aware of in the very least. Because this may not apply for DSCR loans, but it depends. You could do maybe something a wiggle room. Anyways, I saved myself $5,000 by doing this, this fluctuation, right? I saved myself $5,000. However, the consequence of this was that my interest rates went up, and now every single year I'm going to pay like, a couple $1,000s like extra or something like that. Maybe $1,500. Like it depends, right? And you think about this. Okay, I got $5,000. What can I do with this money? Let me go ahead and invest it in those things, whichever, right? You want to do it for your business, if it's personal, whatever. You can do this. Okay, cool. Now the money that I'm making from this is more than the like $1,500 that I'm paying out in the extra interest now, right? So point is, I'm making more money because I used that money. I used it, and I took a hit, but it was less than what I was making. Anyways.
Don't spend your money, invest it.
Yeah, be frugal. Don't save it either. Saving is a lie.
Really?
Yes, massively is a lie. Make your money work for you. It's exactly what we should know, but we're not being taught that, and everyone just says like, oh, just save it, put it in a savings account. It's like you get terrible, terrible returns. The fun fact that what's funny about it? The bank uses your money. The bank uses your money to loan it out.
Yeah.
They're doing the investing. Yeah. They're doing the investing.
They give you a little interest or whatever.
Yeah, it's a big freaking lying trick. Anyways, USDA loans. USDA loans are really good. What these are, these specifically work for people who want to live in like rural areas. If you're okay with living like a really rural area, not like a lot of people or anything like that,
yeah.
Check out like a USDA loan.
U.S. Department of Agriculture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the loans that they give out for home loans. Now, obviously, keep in mind as well at the same time, it's like, well, if you're living in a rural area, am I going to be able to like rent it out and stuff like that? Depends, but it's something at least to be aware of, particularly, and I came across this for someone as well, is that like they were like, I don't actually really want to like live in the city and like, rent, all that sort of jazz. I want to actually like own a farm. I just want to like live out somewhere. It's like, cool. Did you know about this? And they were like, nope. And I was like, yeah, fucking get on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good tip.
Increase rent as per inflation. It's just simply like, rent, inflation is called the silent killer. Okay, because what happens, and we're seeing this right now, because of things go up, the money you have lowers in its its purchasing power, right? Your money means less over time, right? $100 100 years ago meant a fuck ton more than it does now. That's basically the point. So what you would want to do, just sort of like a point about this, is that look at like the inflation data that comes out from the government. A really good tool for that is forexfactory.com, or you could just look at the U.S. Bureau of Statistics and shit like that. It's public information. What's up?
Torex. How do you spell it?
Yeah. Here, let me just write it up here.
Oh, Forex.
Yeah, Forex. Yeah. Forex Factory. They have like a lot of different data that comes out. But if you just want to look at inflation, I would say check it out anyways. Factory, like a factory,
Mm-hmm.
Really good data. You just keep up to date and stuff like that. They have different times for. It's more of like if you want to be a little more involved. It's just like what I use. Regardless, though. It's U.S. Bureau of Statistics, public information. Look at what was this year's amount of inflation. Okay, cool. The rent has just increased as per inflation, stuff like that. So you're not going to eat away and stuff like that. Section 184 mortgages. This is for Native Americans. Doesn't apply to anyone in this room, I presume. But I said it, and there it is. Okay, cool stuff. If you're Native American, check out Section 184 mortgages. Okay. And then one last thing here, which I think is incredibly important. I came across this organization a while ago. They're called Charity Water, and let me spell that. Charity Water, and then World Central Kitchen. I'm gonna get to my story here in a second. Hold on a second. It's important I care. Austin Pets Alive. Okay. I saw a video of them, Charity Water, a while ago, and it was of this guy who was this really bad drug addict, and he was this party organizer in New York, something like that, and he was just doing terribly for himself, and he was going through his bit of life story sort of thing, and how he came to be this really really committed person to getting people in really impoverished areas access to water that's clean, and it's insane. They do hours and hours every single day. You think that your time work and stuff like that is taking away from your ability to invest in your community and yourself. That's what they do, and it's their life entirely, and they do hours and hours every single day to just getting water. And then it's dirty and diseased, and children die badly, painful diseases. I cried at that video, straight up. I was bawling. It was really really moving. So if you make money from this, I'm donating at least 10%. Probably more than that. Later on, I have things I need to take care of. There's so many things I have a business I need to start up. I have a political career that I need to take care of. You know what I mean? There's things I have to do, but in the very least, so I promised myself that the stuff that I would do would be at least 10% of what I make. And on top of that as well, anything that I spend that's truly extraneous, I really don't need that, I'm gonna one-for-one match that and contribute that to a charity. These ones are amazing though, and yeah, if you the one selfish thing that I would like to ask of you guys is that if you make money from this, whatever you want, whatever amount you want, but donate please something to a charity, because there are so many people out there who do not nearly have the privileges that we do, and those are some really significant and massive realities.
And we get tax write-offs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not the point, but just that extra.
Yeah, it can lower you to another tax bracket and stuff like that. So point being though, everyone wins.
Yeah.
Everyone wins. Universal win. That's literally the highest conceivable reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just a quick line here: the world is better when we care together, and that is it. That's the card. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you for making so much stuff accessible and
Oh, I just realized. Sorry, it just hit me right now.